Alright, so we are back in the shop, and as I said in last video, we are working on the E90. This thing is kind of a turd, but we're gonna make it better today. There's actually a lot of stuff I need to do to it, but the main thing is suspension. If you were like me, you've been adjusting divorce suspension wrong your entire life. When I first got my set of coilovers for this car, I didn't really know anything about cars, much less adjusting aftermarket shit. I didn't even know the stock stuff. So my brother kind of always told me, same as Trues. You adjust the spring for compression, and then you adjust, preload, and then you adjust the shock for height. It's actually kind of the opposite. Well, not even really that. You adjust the spring for the height, and then you're gonna be adjusting shock stroke. So basically you take the spring out, and I'll go over this with you, I'll show you guys everything. But it's just a lot different than adjusting Trues. We also have some stuff for the shop. We got some new tools that I'm pretty excited to show off. They're Boyer, my Harbor Freight. And then I have like an O2 sensor, a tail light, and some other good stuff, but I have realized how bad my suspension has felt. It used to be slammed on its balls, so it didn't really matter that much, but when I raised it, it started to feel like a turd. So yeah, I'm super excited to get into this. I'm super excited to show you guys some stuff that I didn't know when I was first working on cars. And I'm ready for my car to not feel like a piece of shit. Oh, also we have to fix an exhaust hanger because we smacked the tow hitch with it. That was laying on the ground. We'll get into that later. That was a shit show. But yeah, let's get started on it. I'm gonna show off some new tools for you guys. Then we're gonna bang this shit out. Got the tail light in. Sadly, I did not get the right O2 sensors. I bought them a year and a half ago, and they were wrong. So I'm an idiot, pretty much. But I kind of want to show off the new tools that we got since the car is on the ground. Ish. Right. Oh my God, I'm fine. Tail, yeah. Bench grinder. So as I said in the intro, I did buy a bunch of stuff. In these videos, I will also be touching my cars, but I'm also gonna be building this shop a little bit. So we got some nice new tools. I'm actually really excited about these. And Harbor Freight, dude, that shit's pretty fucking nice. I didn't realize that, and their tools are getting better. But I got this for 250 bucks. What the fuck, dude? On the Snap-on truck, one ray of sockets is like fucking $2 grand. Fuck you, Snap-on. Boyer and Harbor Freight, kind of the way to go. But we have an 8-inch bench grinder. This thing's actually really helpful, and it's kind of like one of those things where you don't really notice it when it's there, but when you need it, it's like, fuck, I need that thing. So I covered that base already. I've wanted one of these for a minute because I went into that scenario where I needed it. So what I always do with these is it comes with two grinding discs. Sub one of them out, get a wire wheel. It works great. The one at my work, same thing. You can use it for taking Loctite off of bolts, shit off of bolts. Caliper slide pins are rusted up. That's way better to use. And then you can still use the grinding one for grinding out files, whatever it is. Secondly, we got the shop vac. It's actually currently disassembled on the floor. That's just an empty box.
Oopsies.
Shit. But this is mainly for like kitty litter and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna just take out the filter and then just use it for like grease sweep, stuff like that. Fuck it, let's see how it does. You know what I'm saying? It was $50. And then we got a power washer. This power washer, it's not really meant for like, doing sidewalks and shit. It's pretty strictly like made for cleaning cars. And then to pair that for $23, a foam kit. So, yeah, that's a pretty damn good haul for $250. And I'll go over, I might actually make a video eventually on a beginner's toolbox and how to save a fuck ton of money on that. So that will be in the future. We also got some air guns, stuff like that. $7 each, dude, for a little blower. Can't beat that. Can't beat that.
Oh, okay. You just moved right in front of the camera right after I started recording.
I'm going to show you guys some stuff that you need to know. So if you want to come on this side, Kenzie, it'd be great. So what you're going to be doing is, obviously you have your spring and then you have your shock. So what you're going to do is initially, you're going to take your spring completely out. A lot of people don't know to do this. Take your spring out, and then you're going to go and jack up your whole knuckle, pretty much. You're going to have to jack up everything, and then see where it sits. Get it to where your suspension is about to hit everything, but not actually hitting stuff. Does that make sense, Kenzie? Does that make sense?
I don't know.
Okay, so you're basically going to max out the suspension and check where you're at on the bump stops. And if you're hitting the bump stops before it's even close to the subframe or close to hitting anywhere, then you have your shock stroke not measured correctly. If you have it to where it's not at bump stops yet and you're making contact on, say, your frame with this arm, then that means your shock stroke isn't measured right. Because that's what we're measuring, is the stroke of the shock. So how long, how short it's going to be. Right now mine is way too short, so it's fighting against the spring and it's fighting against the dampening. You don't want that. It feels like shit. What you do want is everything to move fluidly. You want the bump stop to hit at the right moment. Whenever you're bottomed out, nothing should be making contact anywhere. Your axles, your control arms, nothing. So that's where we're mainly going to be focusing on right now, is just seeing how close we can get stuff to where it's not hitting, and we also still have proper shock stroke. So like I said, remove the spring, jack up the whole assembly, and we're going to see where we're at with where it's set at right now. So if you see, I'm super far away from making any contact whatsoever. I'm very far on a lot of things. So that means that my shock stroke, like I assumed, is way too short. So I need to bring this all up. So basically it's not letting it travel. You're determining shock travel right now. If it's too short, it'll feel like shit. If it's too long, it'll also feel like shit. It'll probably be rubbing a lot. So this probably will mean might rub a little bit more, but with the spring there, it shouldn't really bottom out like that. And it should hold some preload, some resistance. But yeah, so all we're gonna do is we're gonna shorten this shock until it gets about 1/8 of an inch right there, just 1/8 inch of clearance anywhere. That's usually a good little number to go by. So the E90 is all buttoned up, wheels are torqued, wheels are cleaned. I'm gonna go test drive it and hopefully it feels spectacular and great and amazing, or I'm gonna be very upset. So if you guys only see this outro, the car went great. If you see more, AJ's not happy. Let's just say that. This has been a battle for a little bit. I did these coils and I didn't know anything, and every time I'd look at it, I'd realize I did more shit wrong. So, yeah, but this video wasn't too exhilarating, I get that. It's just maintenance on the daily, but once we get back in the project cars, a lot more exciting stuff with the Miata, with the E36. But I needed to do this to get my car kind of back to being comfortable, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. So, yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully, you guys do not see me in about a minute. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe as always. Turn that notification bell on. Make me happy, bro. Come on. But yeah, that's it for today. Hopefully I don't see you in a couple minutes. Deuces! What a slow creep.
Bye.